Inventory is up 9%, but prices aren't crashing. What is going on in Tarrant County? I'm going to talk about that in this video, and if you stay till the end, I'm going to tell you what your new buying power is all about in 2026. And we're getting started right now, so don't go anywhere. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell for notifications so you can be made aware the next time we put a new video up on the channel. Hi, I am Elizabeth Oliva. This is the Fort Worth Home Tours, and we get calls and texts from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So whether you're moving in 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or 8 years, go ahead and give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, or book a Zoom. Call and text is best because I do answer my phone. We'll connect and we can get on the phone, we can do a Zoom, and I'll figure out exactly how I can help you make a smooth move to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, hassle-free and hopefully stress-free as well. If you're right here in the area and you need to sell your home to buy, maybe you want to upgrade, you want to downgrade, I can help you with that too. So definitely connect with me. So what is going on here in Tarrant County? Inventory is up 9%, but prices aren't crashing. What is that about? Well, it's a different market than it was in 2020 and 2021. And our CEO had a saying, I don't know, it was last year, year before, he said, buyers think it is 2008 and sellers think it's 2021. And that could not be more true. So what exactly is going on in this market? So I want to talk about the Great Housing Reset. So the days of a 2% interest rate are probably gone. I mean, anything could happen, but that market we had back then was a total anomaly. It was nothing like the last 50 years that we have had in the housing market. Therefore, everything was crazy. So if you're thinking that, things are going to go back to that, they're not. So that was a very chaotic time. We had investors rushing into the market, buying things up. We had overinflation going on. We had people paying, in some cases, $100,000 over asking. We had low inventory. We had more people chasing homes than we had homes, okay? Just to make it plain and clear. And the market has adjusted since then. We started to see a slowdown, I would say mid-2022 is when we started to feel the brakes start to come on, and that chaotic craziness of 2020, 2021 started to change, okay? It didn't really hit probably till 2024 is when people were like, oh wow, this is a completely different market. Yeah, what's going on? So that was what we might want to call a normalization. So what we're seeing right now is more of a normal market. If you were looking at homes, or if you were around prior to 2020, let's say 2018, 2019, things were a lot different. So the days of a home being on the market for a day and getting a contract, right now that's not happening. Okay, not to say it could never happen again, okay, but that's not happening right now. So inventory is up 8.9%, approximately 4 months of supply. This is the highest level since 2010. Interesting, huh? So the normal market, homes should sit for about 45 to 60 days. And if you talk to someone in 2021 and said your home may be on the market for 45 days, they would have a fit. They wouldn't know how to take that because it wasn't happening back then. Okay, but I can attest to this happening. I had a listing that was this summer, and it was on the market for 90 days, okay, before we sold. But then there are pockets, there are different areas where it's not that way, okay? I had a listing at the end of this year, went on the market and went under contract in 14 days. Now there are a lot of dynamics, there are a lot of different pieces that can make a difference in the 90-day listing and the 14-day listing. The market in a lot of areas was still the same. There are homes, there's a home right on my own street right now that's been on the market forever. Hasn't moved, hasn't gone on under contract. Why is that? Well, could be the price, could be the condition, location's good. It's usually 3 things: price, condition, location, okay? But the market has changed. Buyers are more picky, or pickier, whichever way that is. They're sitting on the sidelines with some of them with the misconception that I'm just gonna wait for rates to go down. And I'm gonna show you with some numbers what happens while you're waiting, what you're missing out on. Okay, so we're gonna go into the computer and I'm gonna show you a few stats, a few trends. Okay, so what you are seeing right now is you are seeing months of inventory in 3 different parts. I have Fort Worth, Burleson, Parker County. I put Parker County in there because I do work out there and it is an area that is a hot area, Alito. Okay, so I have 4 different areas here in my MLS to show you as far as month supply. We're looking back at 2024, 25, 26. So this is a rolling 12-month average. So back in 2024, for all of Tarrant County, we had 2.4. So that definitely was more of a seller's market. And then we go to 2025, it increased a little bit to 3.3, then 3.7. So yeah, inventory's up, okay? Parker County was 4.8 in 2024, 5.5, so it really went up, and now 6 months. So their supply is up. But yeah, prices have not really gone down. I'll show you prices here, sales price. Let's crunch some numbers, okay? So sales prices, if you can see this, you've got 2024 average for Tarrant County, 347, 348, 350. It's pretty much flat. Okay, so it hasn't changed a whole lot. It's gone negative 0.6% in Tarrant County. Kind of flat in all the other areas. It really didn't change a whole lot. It's just kind of sitting there. So you got more inventory, but prices are not, they're not actually going down. They're just kind of staying flat. Days on market, let's take a look at that. So we went up again from 2024 to 2026, and that's pretty much everywhere went up days on market. Parker County up to 63 days, Burleson 35, Fort Worth 45, overall Tarrant County 32. So yeah, 45 days is not unusual, okay? Percent of original price once it's sold. Nothing's getting over asking right now, okay? And this is kind of, we've held kind of steady since 2024. As you can see, the numbers here, it's kind of flat, almost completely flat. We're just like coasting along, and it's kind of excruciating in some ways, but it's just kind of sitting here. Let's see, price per square foot. I can tell you that it's definitely higher in Parker County, 185, 187, 183, and so we are seeing about a flat market. And homes for sale, okay, so look at that. Yeah, okay, so 2024 4,500-ish, now we're at 68, up 12%, okay, in Tarrant County. That's much more homes for sale. So what is going on when we look at this? People are sitting on the sidelines. Why is that? Some of them think, I'm just going to wait it out. I'm just going to see if we're going to have a crash. Well, that has not happened yet, and we don't foresee that happening at this point. Prices are not falling, they're just flat. Median in Fort Worth, 338. But actually what is happening is wages are increasing. Wages are increasing. So that is a really, really good thing for buyers. So your wages are increasing, home prices are staying flat. They're not continuing to go up. So you actually could have more purchasing power. That's a good thing if you're a buyer. Absolutely a great thing. So, Burleson is an area that got about 13.9% of a correction. It's not a crash, okay? It's an opportunity because those areas, they have a pricing floor. So you kind of know where the bottom is, all right? And that can be very, very good. So when you're looking at the mortgage rates, just to actually show you, right now it's about 6.1, 6.3 average. I've seen different mortgage lenders throwing out different rates, and builders, of course, are doing incentives like 4.99%, 2.99, 3.99, temporary buy downs. Okay, those are always subject to change. Those mean that the builders are throwing money on that and they're buying down the rate, okay? But if you're not buying down the rate, you're around low sixes, okay? So let's go back to the computer and I'm gonna show you a 50-year chart. This is gonna blow your mind. because if you weren't sure about really where we are in the long-term picture, let me show you. Okay, so here's this historical chart. It's a 30-year fixed rate mortgage from 1971. So it's actually, 56, even longer, okay? So that really jacked up rate that you're seeing, that you're seeing there in 1980, okay? Started to come down, but it took a while, okay? The 70s really jacked us up. 1990, it was still like 10%, okay? People would scream if it was 10% right now. They wouldn't know what to do. Have a fit. 2000, okay, so I bought my first house in 1998, and I still remember the interest rate is 6.875. 6.875. So 1998, yeah, I mean, it was, I got a pretty good rate then. And then we go down, and we keep going down, and we kept going down. Here was the bottom, here was that 2020 that everybody just loved, it was 2%, 3%. And then we started to go back up. Historical average over the whole time. Look at this, 7.71%. What does that mean? That means we're below the historical average right now. Right now is a great time for you to go ahead and invest in a home. If you think it's gonna get back down to 3%, I don't think so. Most people don't think so. Maybe mid fives is what some people are predicting right now. But to get down, past that, it's, and what happened with this, this really low rate down here, that is where what we call the dumb money came into the market. All the crazy investors, people that were just throwing money way over asking, paying more than they should have. And now we have had a, correction. The speculators those people are not in the market as much. So it's actual serious sellers and buyers, which is a good thing. Okay, it's a really, really good thing. Of actual normal people. So how do you spot a motivated seller, a serious seller? Okay, what I do, if I have a buyer who is looking, maybe they send me a property, like, hey, what about this one? One of the first things I do is go to the listing and I read through the remarks. And then I also look at how many days it's been on the market. I also look at the history of any price decreases. Have they decreased it at all yet? And then I, try to do a little comp analysis and see, okay, is this overpriced? And if it's overpriced, and if it has not had a price correction, let's say in the first 30 days, then 60 days, maybe it's been on the market 120 days, still no price correction, but I know it's overpriced, you do not have a motivated seller. You do not, okay? That could change any day. They could say, okay, we're done, we're ready. We are actually ready to do this thing. Okay, we'll take an offer below the price that we said we absolutely could not take an offer for, below. I mean, I've had that happen where they said, we're not gonna go below this. We're not gonna take any less than this price. And then time went by, and then more showings, more open houses, more inconvenience, and they finally said, okay, we'll take less. But you could have a seller that says, no, I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't sell at all. Had that happen as well, where they're like, oh, let's just test the market, and if it doesn't sell, okay, we'll just take it off the market. No, that's not a motivated seller. Just so you know, okay? So I told you if you stuck out to the end, I would tell you about your buying power, okay? Your the new buying power in 2026. It's called Seller Concessions. And it happens with builders, and it happens with resale homes. Seller Concessions never happened in 2020 and 2021. I remember lenders back then saying, well, let's see if we can get 10,000 from the seller. I'm like, what planet are you on right now? Because that was not happening. It was just not happening because they didn't have to do it, okay? But now it is happening. And the seller can offer seller concessions that can help your buyer buy down their rate. And a lot of lenders are suggesting doing a temporary buy down because simply the interest rates are going down, okay, and they anticipate more decrease in 2026 as we keep going through the year. So it would make more sense to spend less money and do a temporary buy down and then use the other part of the seller concessions on something else, maybe cash to close, okay? Instead of taking a huge hunk to buy down for a permanent buy down. And a lot of them are saying that's throwing your money away right now. Don't do that, okay? Do a temporary buy down. A $10,000 seller concession can get you a really good temporary buy down right now. And $10,000, $5,000, $10,000 is not that much to ask of a seller these days. Now, some sellers may say, I don't want to give you any seller concessions right off the bat, because what if you come in here and we do a home inspection and voila, you find something and you want some more money? Well, you could let them get their seller concessions up front and then say, you're not getting any more. You already got the $10,000, do with it what you will. So there are a lot of ways to negotiate. And that is what our professional fee as a realtor is about. That's one of the main things that we help our clients with, is negotiating. It's not just me. I have a brokerage with 10 or 12 brokers in the state of Texas that I lean on for advice and strategy and things like that. So when you hire me, you're not just getting me, you're getting my brokerage behind me, full of resources and technology and everything to help you and advocate for you for the best deal, whether you're on the sell side or the buy side. So definitely your buyer's new power is the seller concession. Absolutely. You want to remember that. And even with a builder right now, but builders are still offering crazy incentives, $20,000, $30,000, 1% towards, all kinds of upgrade packages. I've seen that lately where they have package 1, package 2, package 3, and it's like epoxy on the garage, or wood floors, chef's kitchen, outdoor grill. I mean, all kinds of thousands of dollars worth of incentives that builders are offering. But resellers are also doing some things as well, because they have to right now to get their house sold. They have to think about that. If they want to move it, if they want it to sell, they've got to be willing or ready or to consider seller concessions. So buyers did not have this in 2021, like not at all, pretty much. It was not a thing. It is a thing now. So definitely a great time to look at buying, whether it is a new construction build, new construction inventory, especially on the incentives. But they're even offering incentives on build jobs. That is also happening. Okay. Just had one where it was $30,000 for in inventory homes, but also $30,000 towards design on a build job. Okay, that is happening. So that definitely gives you a great opportunity as a buyer in this market in 2026. So the long game equity math. This is something else that I didn't talk about at the beginning, but I want to talk about this. Here's the reality. Okay, even if you bought a home right now, a $350,000 home, modest appreciation, I mean modest, 2%. Let's just go with a 2% appreciation factor, okay? That means year one, you will have appreciated in value $7,000, okay? That brings you to a value of $357,000. If we carry that through the 5th year, we just keep doing 2%, 2%, 2%. I calculated this out. That makes your 5th year value $386,450. Basically almost $390,000, okay? Over $25,000 in appreciation in those 5 years. So if you are sitting on the sidelines and you're going, I'm just gonna wait a couple of years, you are totally missing out on that appreciation that you could have with that home that you could buy now versus 5 years from now. Because 5 years from now, that same home is gonna be worth a lot more, and your payment is gonna be more because you waited. So when is the best time to buy a house? Right now. If you want to take advantage of that appreciation in the market, even if it's very, very slight. Okay, we're not talking 50%, we're talking 2%, 2% appreciation on a home, on a modest home. Okay, that's how the numbers work. So I hope you enjoy this information. I know it's not my usual video, but I wanted to give you some facts and figures of what's going on right now at the beginning of 2026. And if you're looking at buying and selling here in 2026, I hope you give me a call, because I definitely can help. And if you liked this video, if it brought you some value, like the video, share it with your friends if it can bring them some value as well. And get in touch with me. Details are below of how to do that. I can help you either direction, buying, selling, and definitely coordinating a sell and a buy, because that can be really crazy if you're trying to coordinate that. So I've got experience helping people do that. And I love helping people solve problems. That's another thing I'd love to do. Negotiating and solving problems is in my wheelhouse, and I enjoy it. And I have a passion for helping people find their beautiful dream home and just love where they live. So this is Elizabeth Oliva. This is the Fort Worth Home Tours. And when you come to town, I hope to show you around.